Chris, you've played in Morgantown before. What's that atmosphere like? It's such a long trip, and it's kind of different than anything else, I guess.
The experience is phenomenal. I mean, going up there last time, it was very cold. But I know one thing that stuck out with me was their crowd and how loud they were, even though it was really cold.
How do you maybe prepare some of the younger guys? Can you talk about it, or do they just have to go experience it?
I mean, you can talk about it all you want, but you're not going to really understand it until you experience yourself. So for them to go out there and experience it would be very good for them.
Coach mentioned it. Why did you want to practice on a day when he was giving all those seniors time off?
Myself, I honestly didn't think I played well that game, so I was very antsy to go out there and practice, and then he sent us a text saying that the seniors weren't going to be able to practice so we can get some time off, and I told him, I was like, no, I have to practice. I need this practice.
How do you feel like the bye week will help you guys coming into Thursday's game?
It'll be very good because we had a couple guys banged up, so for them to be under their feet, get their legs rested well, so that'll be very good for us.
What are you looking forward to just being prime time Thursday night? You know, a lot of eyes on you in this ball game this week.
It'll be very good to go out there on a normal college football day on a Thursday. I don't think I've ever done that before, so it'll be something new for all of us.
Their defense, I'm sorry.
Coach talked about their defense and how they give you guys a little different look than anybody else in the Big 12. How do you guys approach that as wide receivers?
We just got to stay in the film room to just study what they do before we even snap the ball. So if we're able to go out there and know what they're going to do before the ball snap, we'll be able to do our routes at a fast pace.
Coach said they run a 3-3 stack defense. Is that different than anything you guys have seen? Or?
Yeah, we've had a couple of those 3-3 stacks with Kansas. They did that a little bit. So we'll see a bunch of that, but they didn't run the chase players and stuff. So with that, it's just something that we're going to have to look at in the film room.
Chris, Coach Roll kind of talked about the lack of explosive plays that have happened this year. Last year, you were first in the nation in explosive plays at the beginning of the year. How do you get to a point where you are creating more of those plays?
I think it's just details. If we're doing our details right, I feel like we'll be able to create more explosive plays, and I feel like that's more on the receiver standpoint than the QBs.
Coach mentioned maybe early in the year you were just trying to get your legs back under you and everything. Do you feel like you're starting to get back to that form that you were maybe a year ago or early last year?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the first couple games I was kind of winded, but as the season progressed, it was getting to me. I wasn't as tired. I wasn't having to ask to come out a couple plays, so I'm getting my stamina back up, my legs back underneath me, and that goes for all of us.
Coming off the game that you all had at Texas, the close loss, did sitting on that for the bye week going into this week, did that motivate you any more? Did it kind of hurt a little bit more? What was that like?
We sat back and watched the film from that game. We definitely knew that game slipped away from us, not only from the calls, but just from like the things that y'all don't even see, just like the routes and stuff that will get us open that wasn't. So we put a big emphasis on a lot of details in this week. So that's what we're really going to be working on.
Coach said after the game that you guys were as disappointed as you'd ever been, and he liked that you felt that way because it meant that you kind of understood where you guys were at. Is this team believing in itself more than it has now?
It has definitely, especially after this game. I know right after, I want to say, the Oklahoma game last year, they kind of realized what they could do to a top 10 team that actually went to the playoffs later in that season. So to know that we were that close to winning, know that we beat ourselves and we let that game slip away, they know that if we actually pay attention to detail, that we'll be able to win these last couple games.